Hey guys, welcome back with the QB Docs. Today I'm joined here with Dusty, and we're going to talk about an issue that comes up a lot with quarterback trainers and how they teach this, but that topic is hip dissociation, all right? So whenever quarterback coaches talk about hip dissociation, talk about the ability to unwind sequentially up the chain, all right? So what they teach a lot of times is to turn here first, all right, and then unwind through the trunk and then through the upper body, all right? But the issue that we see with that a lot is, if quarterback has a lot of trunk instability, that arm here, okay, whenever I come through and accelerate forward, this arm tends to always trail, or the mechanics don't line up correctly because a lot of weakness or neuromuscular problems go from the ground up, all right? So instead of thinking about this as hip disassociation, all right, the missing piece here that isn't coached a lot is this eccentric transfer first whenever teaching this, all right? So I'm gonna have Dusty face the camera here. Actually, we'll face, yeah. And he's gonna get this in a pre-pass position, all right? So in a pre-pass position, we know that whenever quarterbacks are taught to throw their targets, that there's gonna be a little bit of right rotation already, all right? So if you watch all the good ones, they kind of keep this left shoulder tucked in with this elbow down before they even throw, which is right rotation, right? Which is what we want. Okay, so when you have right rotation, you're already disassociating the trunk from the pelvis a little bit already before we even throw, all right? And one thing that we're going to do to even more disassociate is before Dusty throws, we always teach to transfer that weight back. All right, so as Dusty transfers that weight back, he's going to turn that trunk even more, closing that left shoulder down, but then keeping this left hip towards his target. All right, so by transferring back, just that little subtle transfer of the weight back, he's disassociating even more, but he's starting that good chain of events that we know it to be a hip disassociation. All right, so Dusty is transferring back, the weight comes to the back foot, and as the weight shifts back, that left foot is going to start to open up a little bit as he pushes forward. All right, so as he brings his weight back, he'll push and open that foot up to start driving forward. Yep, so now we're starting to disassociate even more. So we got right rotation with left hip rotation. All right, so whenever this happens, we're starting to go into that cocking phase. All right, now we're going into the acceleration phase coming forward. Now, with this big problem of lumbo trunk instability starts to show. Because as Dusty starts to push forward and come into acceleration phase, he might start to overextend that lumbar spine with this elbow trailing the trunk. All right, so right here, Dusty's showing a pretty good position of having his shoulders on top of his hips. Does show us a position of overextension. All right, good. So lumbar spine's overextended, elbows trailing the trunk. Now that ball's going to be all over the place, be inaccurate, and you won't have as much power on his throws. All right, so let's go back to the pre-pass position. So if we don't have this subtle transfer back, all right, if you don't transfer and rotate and close that shoulder at the same time, you're not going to have that sequencing. That sequencing is going to be impossible, right? So if you're somebody who's learning how to disassociate, but you have trunk instability, or you're not practicing this transfer back, you're never going to be able to perform this the right way because you're not going to be able to accept transferring the weight in the back of your drop, accept the weight in the back of the drop, and drive that forward because it's not possible. All right. If you start from a static posture here and almost train like a robot, so you train to open that foot first, all right, and then I'm sequentially going through those steps, it's not going to feel natural whenever you're asked to actually perform a throw. All right. So you have to have that subtle transfer back, open, push, and throw while you maintain trunk stability. So if you're gauging yourself, you're coaching yourself, you have to look to see where that elbow position is at that release point. Because if it's behind, you'll never be accurate and never be powerful. All right? So coach those things up. If you like that video, please check out our other videos at the QB Docs on our Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube, or our website, theqbdocs.com.